Hi kids, welcome to my world of Torah. In this week's Parsha, we will continue on the theme of the work in the Mishkan. The Parsha starts with Hashem commanding Aharon to light the 7-branched Menorah in the Mishkan every day. Moshe is then commanded to initiate the Leviim into the Mishkan service. This inauguration procedure included shaving their bodies, immersion in a mikvah, and the offering of certain sacrifices. On the first anniversary of Yetzias Mitzrayim, the Yidden are instructed to bring the Korban Pesach as a remembrance of Yetzias Mitzrayim and as a symbol of our closeness with Hashem. Certain individuals, however, couldn't participate because they were Tameh. These people lodged a complaint, which Moshe then transmitted to Hashem. Hashem responds by marking a day exactly 1 month later, called Pesach Sheni. Anyone who could not offer the Korban Pesach in its proper time must do so on Pesach Sheni. Hashem then informs Moshe the laws of Pesach Sheni. When Hashem wanted the Bnei Israel to travel, he would lift the Ananei HaKavod, which rested on the Mishkan. The Bnei Israel followed the cloud to the new resting location. When the Ananei HaKavod lifted, the Leviim would package up the Mishkan as described in the previous Parshios. The Torah now speaks of the Hatotzros, which were 2 silver trumpets. These trumpets were used to assemble the nation or leaders, to signal the beginning of a journey when the Yidden went to battle and when certain communal korbanos were offered in the Mishkan. 1 year after the Bnei Israel arrived at Har Sinai, the Ananei HaKavod lifted, signaling it was time to depart. Moshe pleads with his father-in-law Yisro to join them on their journey to Eretz Yisrael. He declines. The Bnei Israel traveled for 3 days. The Aaron traveled 3 days ahead in order to prepare a place for the Yidden to encamp. No sooner than the Jews start traveling, and they start complaining. First they complain about the arduous journey. Then they grumble about the man, expressing their desire for meat. Moshe turns to Hashem and insists that he cannot bear his leadership role any longer. Hashem tells Moshe to gather 70 elders who will assist him in his leadership duties. He also promises to provide the Jews with an abundance of meat. Hashem causes a wind to sweep in huge numbers of quail from the sea. The people gathered piles of quail and started enjoying meat. Moshe's sister Miriam and Aharon spoke badly about Moshe's decision to separate from his wife Zipporah due to his need to be spiritually poor in order to talk to Hashem. Hashem got mad that they were speaking badly about Moshe and punished Miriam with tzaras for a week despite Moshe's prayers asking for leniency. Hashem ordered that Miriam be forced to leave the camp, pursuant to the rules of tzaras. That's all for now, kids. Have a great Shabbos.